Hey y'all, welcome to Lunch with Ray. It's a gluten-free lunch. I'm Ray Crawford, the antiglutenguy.com, as you can see right there, antiglutenguy.com. If you're not on the site, come out and visit us and sign up for our newsletter. So what the idea behind this segment is I want to have lunch with y'all. I want to be able to have an opportunity to not only demo new products in front of you, but then also get some dialogue back and forth so that I can find out what you all need from me. I can give you information about what I'm seeing and experiencing and learning about all things gluten-free, whether you're just gluten intolerant or you're a celiac or whatever your exposure to this poison we call food, as it seems to be turning out to be. I want to help you down that path. So today, we're going to look at something that's one of my go-to lunches. It's actually Cedar Lake's Chile Roasted Relleno. And I tried this a little while back, and I thought that, hey, this is actually quite good. And it was actually kind of surprising at the time. There's a nice, pretty picture of the box. You can get them on sale from anywhere between about $4.99 or cheaper. I actually saw them at my local grocery store at Kroger not too terribly long ago for $1.99 on closeout. And I tell you what, at that point in time, I stocked up on oodles of them. But so it's actually a pretty good microwavable meal. And so if you're interested, here's the barcode. We'll pop the barcode up here real quick. There's your barcode. And then the cooking instructions are really quite easy. Basically, your typical reheatable meal or microwavable meal, poke a few holes in the plastic top, stick it in the microwave. This one goes for about 4 minutes in my microwave. You let it sit for 2 minutes. And that's actually kind of an important part because if you don't, it's, one, got ridiculous hot spots, and two, it's not evenly warm. You can also cook it in the conventional oven, which I've never, ever done. And when I took it out, it looks like that. And then once we pull the plastic off, it doesn't look incredibly appealing, but it looks a lot less dog barfian than a lot of the other gluten-free TV dinners that I've seen out there. So that's the photos. And now here's what it looks like out in front of me. And so we're going to grab my handy dandy fork. And since this is Lunch with Ray, this is Ray's lunchtime, and give it a try. This is something I've had several times, and as you can see, it actually the focus is on me and not on the food. But it actually is. It's got a pretty decent consistency to it. And the pepper actually comes out with a nice mouthfeel. Now, it's packed full of wonderful cheesiness. And so, as you can see in this next bite, tons and tons and tons of cheese in there. And it's got a little bit of a bite to it. It's not really overpoweringly hot, but it's got a little bit of tang to it. So for the price, I would definitely say it's something that should be a go-to meal of yours. Come out to our website. The way you can help me is to join my newsletter, and I then also have some ads on the site that are affiliates, like the Gluten Summit, or things for different grocers or online grocers. Use those things to help support this entity, which helps you out. So. Anyways, they're available at most grocers. You don't have to go to Whole Foods. This was available at my in the Freaky Deaky People section, the Whole Foods section of my local Kroger. So with that out of the way, and I'm going to continue eating here while we go along, I wanted to talk a little bit about something that a friend of mine brought up. He and I were talking the other day. I did an interview with a buddy of mine named Mark Aiello, who's a programmer I used to work with. Who's allergic to wheat. He's not allergic to gluten, he's allergic to wheat. And one of the things that he brought up was this idea that, his allergy or his sensitivity is not necessarily point in time. It seems to be incremental. Like, Yeah, I can be exposed to a little bit of it, and I kind of feel it, and then I get exposed to a little bit more, and I feel a lot worse, and then I hit that tipping point. Oh my gosh, now I'm done blown up. So I thought that was kind of interesting because actually at the moment I'm in the midst of a mm, tasty. I'm in the midst of a breakout as well. I don't know if you can tell from my ears, but I got some patches on my arms and my legs, and I don't know that I got gluten to anything specific. I think it was a whole lot of little things like an exposure at a restaurant that I wasn't expecting or whatever. And then over time, it built to a place where like, oh my God, my body's going, my freaking out, and et cetera. So I'd be interested to hear from y'all. Is if that's the way your sensitivity expresses itself, whether you just have a sensitivity or an intolerance, or if you experience celiacs. Is it a sliding scale, like, or is it DEFCON 5 the minute you get exposed to any? Or is it like, oh, I can get a little and I can kind of tell, and I get a little bit more and I can tell even more? Like, how does your thing exhibit, and how does it exhibit with symptomology? Like, what does how does your reaction play out? So I'm going to cut this one short today. I just wanted to get this out there, and I really am going to try and do this on a regular basis. This is not my day job. My day job is IT services and support, but I work from home a lot of days, and so I'm going to try and do this several times a week, and maybe it'll get to a scheduled thing where, you know, every Tuesday and Thursday, or every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon, we actually sit down and chatter. And as I get better and better with these Google Hangouts, I'd like to get to a place where I can actually deliver against comments real time. Like, you can ask questions and I can deliver. Otherwise, email me. As I said below, Ray Crawford at antiglutenguy.com. My email address is ray@antiglutenguy.com. So drop me an email with your questions, with your commentary, with whatever I can help you with. Let me know what you're going through. And if you find great products, let me know. If you find great services out there, let me know. And or information sources or other blogs or whatever it is that you find out there. If there's a product you'd like me to review, let me know that. I think next time I do this, I found out about something at work today that was very, very, very cool. Actually, two things. One I don't think I can get access to, but the other one was something called Open Label, which I'll dig into a little bit to see if they actually have anything with respect to gluten or wheat or other food allergies in that, or if it's just hacktivism in motion. And the other is something I saw from Amazon, which is a new product where you get this little device, and I forget what it was called. It was part of their Dash service, where you could you get this device and you say yogurt, or you say, you know, whatever, and it puts a shopping list, and the guarantee is that it shows up at your house the next day, which is kind of wicked cool. Living in Northern Kentucky, we have a DC in about 25 minutes from us for Amazon, so that might actually be coming to my area at some point in the near future. But the question is can you put filters on that? So could I have my Amazon doohickey and say I want bread, and it knows that I've got a gluten sensitivity, so it automatically picks a brand that's gluten-free? I don't know. It seems like a very, very wicked idea that's going to has the potential of turning the consumer products good industry on its ear. So, anyways, so next time I'll chat through one or both of those and just give you some perspective there. Until then, eat well and be well, and reach out to me. I'm here for you. Thanks a lot. Take care.